You are now in the court of O'Neill, King of Ireland.
Hey guys, welcome back to Crusader Kings 2. I am SeiferKatt, and today we're going to finish off this war against Bedford. It got kind of slow, kind of boring for a bit there, but no matter, no longer. Today we finish this war. Because we kind of realized that they actually had land in Spain, and we forgot that they could do that, so... You know, they snuck around and they did some sneaky things, but whatever. Also, this episode, one thing we need to do is we need to make sure that our forces get a chance to rest, as a lot of my vassals are kinda had enough of my bullshit. So let's make sure this guy does actually have land. He does, and I accept. So, oh, I actually got this land as well. I thought I was just going for Bedford. Oh, brilliant. Even more land I didn't expect. So, with that being achieved, we have no armies raised, correct? Although we do need to raise our levies, our retinues. We did lose a lot of them due to stupid mistakes earlier. So we're just going to spend a lot of money to get these retinues back. And that should be good. Yep, so we've just raised the equivalent of 3,500 men. This is going to be expensive for a little while as they all try to build up at the same time. But one thing that's good from the last few wars is England, we now possess 32% of it. And Britannia, we possess 56% of it. So we need another 24%. Oh, we got a daughter. Okay, bring out the book. What are we calling a daughter? Well, we've used Lily, so we're not using that again. Anything special about her? Not really. You know what? A queen, a daughter born to a queen of a queen, she's gonna be Morrigan. That name came from, I've said this before wrong, I'm gonna say it again wrong, but Kasagar Gur. Actually, it's Caesar Jur, or Kaiser Jur. You know what? Much the same as Fallout, I've never quite figured out if it's Caesar or Kaiser, but you know who I am talking about, and you're probably going to complain one way or another, because you're cool that way. I actually mean that I actually enjoy our chats about Mantis. Anyway, so we've got another daughter. She might not be queen, but she's definitely going to be existing. One thing that's good is because I have a lot of prestige, my vassals like me a little bit more than perhaps they would normally. I mean, they've got plus 20 just for prestige itself. So that's why you want high prestige. Like, while people may not like you, they'll like you on the virtue that you are prestigious. So, how are we going? Vassal levies, 24. We want to get Kent down. We want to get them down to at least below 10 before we start worrying, or before we start fixing stuff. And dangerous factions. Who's being a dangerous faction? Independence again? It's always independence. Wessex! Always Wessex! Normandy as well, and Cornwall. Wait, Cornwall? I suppose you weren't on my side before. Yeah, I suppose Cornwall I can understand, but Wessex, come on! Okay, when I get the Duchy of Wessex, I'm just going to hold on to it. I'm just not giving it up anymore. It's just not worth giving up. It's just more hassle than it's worth, that Wessex. You know what, actually, Wessex? Can I plot to remove you from Wessex? That's the wrong plot button. Can I revoke the County of Wessex? I cannot. I can plot to kill the Duchess of Cornwall, but I don't know why I would. Wessex is just a constant thorn in my side. It doesn't matter who I give it to, it's just Wessex is always a problem. One day we will deal with you, Wessex. Actually, here's a thought. Why don't I arrange a betrothal to a 71-year-old homosexual? That's actually a bad idea. Which is why I'm not going to do it. The Breton Band is doing shit. What are they doing? Oh, someone's attacking the Breton Band. Excellent. So that means Breton Band will be smaller and we'll have more of Britannia. It'll be good. Meanwhile, didn't Wessex have like a huge number, like 40,000 men just roaming around somewhere? Oh god, I hope that's still not existing. I hope that doesn't exist anywhere, because otherwise I could be in a slight bit of trouble when 40,000 men hammer my ass. And I mean that in the sense of actually hammering my ass, like with a hammer. Because, you know, hammer is a weapon. This guy thinks I'm pretty cool. Alright. Time for independence war. I will not be blackmailed. Alright, Civil War time. What are we against? Normandy, Wessex, Cornwall. And there's another side as well. Who's the other side? Oh, these guys down here. No? Oh, these guys. Alright. Well, Wessex, as always, is the main aggressor. So let us get a new spy master. I could just kill the guy in charge. Oh, there's no actual person in charge of this, is there? Well, there's no reason in particular why they've got this claim. So... Thinking about best way to do this, actually. Taking out Wessex first would be important, but of course Cornwall... not Cornwall, Vesterland is my strongest force. I could raise mercenaries, that's not a bad idea as well. Galicia, they should be able to handle this war themselves, so let's raise these men up. So I believe these guys should be able to handle this part of the battle. Now, that's not actually the part that I'm worried about. I'm worried about this sort of South England bullshit. Let's hire some mercenaries, I feel. Meanwhile, actually I might have these reinforcements going a little bit slower. What can we have in the way of mercenaries? 4,000 men, monthly cost of 18 gold? I can afford that. So that's a group of 5,000 men that will be reinforcing itself. Good. And they should be able to take down Wessex. But what they're going to do is they're going to march over here. Do I own Wiltshire? Oh, I do, don't I? Okay, so these men are going to march down here. And then when they get there, they're going to build up reinforcements from both Wales and the little part of England that I have. That should be sufficient men to deal with that threat. Then we don't need to use Vesterland. All we've had to use so far is Galicia. Of course, if Wessex gets more reinforcements, that puts them at 9,000 men, which is a lot more than what I have, and so we're going to get the reinforcements from Scotland like I just said I wouldn't, because I didn't need them before, did I? Now I definitely do. And we're not going to have these men meet up quite so in the battle area. We're going to meet up a little bit further away in Wales. There we go, that's a good number of men. And we've got another 2,000 men there. Yeah, so this should be enough. So, yeah, everyone meet up here. By then all our morales will be back to good. And we've got 13,000 men. More coming as well because the retinues are reinforcing. Meanwhile, we can imprison Galloway because they're doing something dumb. I don't know what you're doing that's so dumb, but apparently you're doing something that I don't like. So 8,000 men in this group now. No, this will be a fine battle. Oh, they're at 11,000 though. It's like their numbers are increasing. We're still at 13,000 as long as we have better generals than them, and we should do. Because Wessex's leader is martial skill of 2. No, we'll be fine. Oh, because Cornwall's joined up with them, of course. So at the moment they're winning this because they've retained control of all their holdings. That will change very soon. And yeah, okay, so we've got 4,000 men. These 4,000 men will join together. I do not need the best generals in this force. The best generals are needed, of course, for the one which is going to be attacked very viciously soon. And there we go, lots of men. Oh shit, they are trying to meet up with us before we're ready for them. Clever. Good work, Wessex. This is why I regard you as a threat. So they're going to meet up in Hereford. Hopefully they attack us. For if they attack us, they're going to go over water. Oh shit, they are coming. Okay, quick. Before we make a huge mistake, we do have generals there already. Good. These guys will be there on the 12th. You guys will be there on the 17th. This should be an interesting fight. Meanwhile, I believe coming from Hereford, they're going to be going over water. They are not. Okay, so it's going to be 13,000 men versus 11,000 men. This will probably be the biggest battle of the war. And oh, we can have a slightly better general. Great. But we do have the home ground advantage since we're on mountains. But that one flank just fell so fast. I don't know why that one flank fell so fast, but it sure did. Despite having more men and a better general, it just collapsed. Kind of disappointing, actually. Meanwhile, these men are... Okay, that's good. Switch targets. You need to switch targets now, please. Good. And that should destroy that side. Who has a martial skill of 0. Wow, that's the lowest martial skill I've seen in a while. Anyway, council positions. We need a new marshal. You know what? You can be our marshal for now. Oh, Normandy's moved up here. Clever, Normandy. Clever, clever, clever. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, I got a plan for that. So, we're not going to worry too much about Normandy doing that just yet. What we are going to worry about, though, is the fact that we're not letting those men get away. It's ridiculous if we let them go. Where they're going, pedal fed or something like that. There they go. Oh, we probably should stop them, though, actually. I don't want to. I want to just keep my attack going, but if we can shut down Normandy's forces sooner rather than later, we'll be in a much better state. So let's shut down Normandy's forces. Boats. I always have problems finding enough boats. You'd think I'd get used to it now, but I really don't. 55. No, not enough boats. More boats, more boats. You know, 77 boats will have to do. I don't care if it won't. It will do because I said so. And we're already ahead of this war quite well. But if we don't take over holding soon, then this war is going to actually start going to the rebels' side. But the rebels won't win this. There's no way they could win it. Okay, so we've got 10,000 men there. I don't know where we gained another ton of men, but that's fine. And we're going to have 7,000 men. Yep. 7,000 men get on the boats. Oh, whoops. They're going to get on the boats, and they're going to just sail here and destroy these guys, whereas this other 2,000 men group, which needs to be rearranged, well done, they're going to chase down the rebels that have survived. They're going this way? They're going to Gwynedd? Yes, they are. And that should be the hard part of the battle pretty much won. No, that flank just lost instantly. Great. I wish my flank would stop losing so quickly. Philip was captured in battle. Philip is of no consequence at all, but whatever, we captured him. If we can get the guy in charge of Wessex, that would be good. But I don't know if that's going to happen. Meanwhile, this battle is not looking that great. If we can beat that flank before these guys retreat, we did not. Ooh, this battle could be close, actually. Too close, in fact. In fact, it is becoming too close. So we're going to raise up these men. They're not going to have time to build up their morale, but that should be alright. As long as we've got a lot of men, that's what matters more, I think. Okay, cool. Normandy is defeated this day. Well, it wasn't actually the Normandy fight. It just brought up a different fight. Okay, cool. So, the 4,000 men, that's these guys. They can go back in the boats, and they can go down to Wessex and start conquering that. Meanwhile, these 3,000 men, they can just chase them down. They're going to Brefine. That is Brefine with me. Yes. Locational puns. But yes, this war is going well. And this time we're not going to let Wessex get out of this one. We're just going to leave Wessex in jail for a while. I like how I refer to like the title holders as the land itself. But then again, I guess people do that with normal government. Like, for instance, people hate America, or people hate Russia, but they don't actually hate the countries themselves or the people. They tend to hate more the governments and what the governments do. Which I guess makes sense, because in an international standard, you don't really think too much about what the people do to ruin your lives, because they don't. People don't ruin your lives in a world scale. It's the government, it's the corporations, this sounds like I'm actually doing some sort of anti-government thing now, doesn't it? I'm not. It's not individuals that do things that annoy you. It's the people in charge. Much the same way as companies. You can complain to call centers as much as you like, but they really are just people just doing a job. And complaining does not help. But, well, it does, but you got to complain to the right people who are unreachable. Therefore, that's the problem. And, yep. Normandy has lost a lot of men as well. Ooh, we can create a title. We won't, though, because right now we're losing 10 gold a month. And you need to be educated. We're going to educate you in the ways of combat. Yes! Manly combat! Okay, Normandy's forces are now completely gone. And we're going to just march down here. Meanwhile, these guys are going to march over here. We're going to take out the leader of the independents first. Once that's happened... Oh, geez. England, what is going on over there? Did you get another? Lambert of Lambert's host. Huh. And you became a Great Eminence. That's great. You are betrothed. In fact, you're going to be married. Not for any particular reason, just because I want more O'Neills. Something that's been brought up to me is that the slapping cape of Ulster has not been brought up much lately. It's because we don't have cruel people anymore. It seems cruelty is just something that, now that we've risen to kingdom status, we just haven't had a chance to slap people in the face with an iron hand at the end of a cape. Which is disappointing. I know, I wish we could slap people in the face with a cape more often, but it's just not happening. Normandy is actually helping England in this fight, which I think is kind of funny. Lambert's host. Who is Lambert? He's not the... No? I don't know who Lambert's host is. Whatever. Lambert's host is doing what Lambert's host will do. Just fight against England. They're doing alright. Lancaster's still fighting. Yeah, I mean, people are still hating on England, and I respect that. I mean, it'd be funny if Lambert's host got a fight as well, because then it'd be like England's held by the Lambert host, and Breton Band holds like a large part of Scotland. It would just be a weird sort of setup. Actually, speaking of weird setup, interesting that Orthodox has gone, like, fled north. Like, Orthodox is usually around here, but Orthodox has gone all the way up there, which is highly unusual. Ilkhanate is... Wow! The Ilkhanate is so strong. Where are you? Okay, do you have any chance of, like, losing? Oh, you've got a whole bunch of succession crises. Even with those succession crises, though, you're still in a ridiculously strong location. And revolts and... Yeah, you guys are really strong right now. I think the Ilkhanate could be a very big problem in the near future. It'd be funny if the Ilkhanate actually kicked my ass and ended the series. I think if anything's going to end the series, it'll either be time or the Ilkhanate at this point, or just really bad planning for me and my my children. That's also very likely. But at this stage, I'm worried about the Ilkhanate. Holy Roman Empire has actually gotten a bit strong as well. Like, Holy Roman Empire doesn't usually take over that much of Spain. Also gotten strong is a lot of people have gotten strong in this game that I don't usually get that strong. For instance, the merchant princes, they've gotten very powerful. I mean, well, he's got 3,000 gold, that's not actually that much, but... Yeah, the merchant princes don't usually get near that strong, and this one's just... These guys have rocketed ahead. But, you know, that's part of the game. That's part of the fun of the game. That you never quite know who's going to get strong, and... I guess the fact England doesn't usually take over this little tip of Norway. Ireland does tend to take over quite a chunk of England, though, just because... Ireland is like the place that a lot of people start off with. Ireland is sort of the newbie area, if you will. I chose it just because it's an interesting start, but whatever. It sounds like I just chose it because it was easy. A little bit, yeah. But I chose it because I like having the single province that you can expand into, and there's multiple levels. But yeah, it's going pretty good. Pretty happy. The succession war should be over by the end of this episode, or at the start of the next one. We don't have that much longer, though. This one is, I'm sure you can see by the little time bar at the end. But 65% of this war is on our side. Can we end it? No, not yet. We will be putting a lot of people into jail after we win this, though. A lot of those points were, of course, gained by destroying the armies that they had, which is really how a lot of wars start. You destroy the army and then you build up from there. Well, not build up, but you continue from there. But yeah, it's just going along, doing its thing. There's still a huge civil war going on that the Civil War is about to win. And of course, if the Civil War wins, that means that England is more likely to be fractured again very quickly. Ooh. And I have gained the claim for Middlesex. I will gladly take that. Will I use it? Hard to say. I can't really answer that for certain, but I would like to. I'd certainly like to use it. Ooh. Oh wait, a jihad for Jerusalem. I don't really care about that so much. Wait, who's jihading against Jerusalem? Caliph Munling. Who's Caliph Munling? I spelled it wrong. Why did I think it was Munling? It's not Munling at all. It's, Munglg. You know what? These guys will deal with it. They'll be fine. Provided that Byzantine Empire doesn't fracture the hell up over a... Oh god, Byzantine Empire is fractured. We can call in allies? Oh, because you're part of the Byzantine Empire that just fractured, aren't you? Yes, you are. I don't particularly need your alliance, but I'm glad that I can try for it if I wanted it. I think I've got to probably stop these 3,000 men over here. I think I'll do that as soon as I... You know what, no, I don't really need to, because their conquering land is like such a minor percentage of gain to mine. Because I'm taking when they take over one province, they take over a small percentage of what I have. When I take over one province, I take over a huge percentage of what they have. That being said, though, I probably should stop them. But yes, with 69%, we are getting there. We can go for a white piece, but a white piece is not something we're going to do. Not now. Oh. This fight could be a little bit close. Oh shit. Oh shit! We lost! Oh no. Well, you know, it probably doesn't matter. We'll just get reinforcements coming over here after Wessex is down anyway. Oh geez, you guys have just declared war on the king of... Tronlag. Oh, you guys declared war on that. Okay, well, good luck. I hope you get it. Wait, you don't actually become kings if you get that, do you? I actually don't think they can win it, though. Oh, Zealand is fighting against them. Interesting. Zealand is a good place. Named after a very good country, New Zealand. Not the other way around, despite what you may think, and despite logical sense. And yes, you're my new marshal. But as my marshal, I need you to not be in combat, I need you to be training troops. Actually, we haven't looked at the technology lately. What can we do? Oh, we can do culture advances. Look at that, lots of cultural advances. Let's go with tolerance, because we're needing it for that whole English thing at the moment. Okay, tolerance is leveled up. Great. And that's all we can level up for now. Oh, we can level up light infantry, but that's going to be done very soon anyway. Might as well hold on to those points. Oh, we can level up construction again, but... Well, we could level up construction, but again, that's not really that worth my time. And they're at 71% of losing this. 75% of losing this. Come on. Just lose this war. Just give up! Elita 2 confronted... What? I'm confused. Elita 2 for some reason was a robber? Or she confronted a robber? I don't know, the grammar doesn't make sense in that, what I just read there. Either way, let's push over Cornwall. Okay, Cornwall's pushed over again. These guys are civil warring. There's a lot of civil wars in this kingdom. And there will always be a lot of civil wars in this kingdom if I know Crusader Kings 2. And I feel I know this game a little bit better than I really want to. Because civil wars are just something that happens naturally. I don't know if it always there were a lot of civil wars in this time period, but Game of Thrones makes me think it's not that unexpected. I remember when Game of Thrones used to be called Song of Ice and Fire. I sound like I'm a badass, but I really only started reading that series because I don't sound like a badass because I've read the books. Am I that... I'm that happy with myself. No. What I'm saying is... Ooh. Yeah, okay. I'll accept that. I don't think it gives us an alliance, though I'm pretty sure it doesn't, in fact. We have very few alliances, that's the problem. Anyway, guys, after I was saying about reading Game of Thrones, thinking I'm a badass even though I'm not, I've realized that with this episode it's gone a little long, and as always, we're going to end it here. So I will see you guys next episode when we finish crushing this, actually. Let's finish it now. It's almost done. Ooh, money too. No, we're not happy to get any sort of We're not happy with England getting any sort of claims right now. Alright, and come on, 99%? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, game? Just let me win this war, damn it. Just let me win it. Go on. Great. 100%. We win this war. Independence war over. We win. Go us. See you guys next episode.